Okay, this is an odd one. What do you see outside the window? Are you living in city or suburbs? Okay, so outside my window is a brick wall and a fence. I wonder if I can actually do this. Can you see out there? Yeah, you can. That's what's outside my. There's a warning sign for pedophiles. There's brick wall, more brick. There's a double-story brick house behind. No, next to me. Um, so yeah, I'm in the suburbs. About oof, 10 to. It takes about 20 minutes train ride into the city. Plus I can easily see the city from my place. But yeah, so I'm on a busy road. It's a busy road. And yeah, that's what's outside my house. Don't even try and use geography to try and find where I live. That would be stupid. Right. Are you happy living in your place, in bracket city, or do you have plans for living in other place of Australia or world? Okay, I'm extremely happy living here. I have a roof over my head. I have a family. I have a house. I don't own any of that. um, I love living here. It's perfect. Like some people, with getting a car license, I'm 19 by the way, if you didn't know. With getting a car license, people are like, oh, why aren't you getting a car license? And I'm like, I don't need to drive anywhere. It literally takes less than half an hour to get anywhere from my place. To my uni, it takes obviously 2 trains, but it's a 30 to 40 minute drive. But I take the train, of course, because, my parents don't have the patience to be driving with me every morning and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I love living here. It's perfect. Like my dad put the perfectly placed house. It's perfectly close to primary school. Just literally that way. It takes 5 to 10 minutes to walk there. It's 10 to 15 bus ride to my high school, and then of course like the 5 to 10 minute walk to the train station, all that kind of stuff. It's so close to everything, and of course it's like 30-minute drive from the city. So yeah, perfect. uh, do I have any plans to live anywhere? Of course I need to move out of this house soon. Not necessarily soon, but like, plus it is really hard to move out because the place that I'm living in, even though it's perfect for everything, it's hard to move out of. Uh, ooh, I don't think I have any places. Yeah, as I said, obviously I shouldn't be living with my parents for my whole life. I will need to move out at a certain time, probably, well, obviously, probably about mid-20s, I believe I should move out. Well, that would be like the end of like, oh, you're still living with your parents, you should probably move out, that type of thing. But it's extremely hard to do that. You need a lot of money, for one thing, which I don't have. I spent half my money right now buying this chair because the pay for my work hasn't been the best in a way because of normal circumstances, but I normally get $300 a month, which is nothing. It's nothing. But I've been getting $200 a month, so yeah, it's a pain. Um, so yeah, I don't think I'd live anywhere else in the world. Australia is good enough. Plus it costs too much. Unless I become rich, I still don't even think I'd move anywhere big or anything. Next question. When, if ever, will you come for Eurotrip when you drink a lot by night and you see old ruins by day? I've already done that. Not the drinking part. I don't drink. It's bad for me. um, I've already been around the world, technically. I haven't been anywhere in America. I haven't been to Africa, I haven't been to Russia, I haven't been to Asia. But I've been everywhere in Europe, technically, nearly everywhere. Quite a few times, actually. In a technicality, I've lived in Germany for a few weeks, and I've travelled all over England. I've gone to see all the castles and stuff like that, and that was when I was a kid. So yeah, that was a fantastic memory to keep. It's like the perfect memory. Like, I honestly reckon people should all people should just travel somewhere. Europe's probably the best place because it's got the most like castles and like ancient things that are really cool. And yeah, so I've already been, but I don't really think I'll go ever again unless like I actually manage to get a family, as in like kids and wife, that type of thing, and like a lot of money, because it's like my parents saved for a while to do that. And yeah, because we traveled nearly like every second year. We traveled for like a month nearly every second year. So yeah, I don't know how else to answer that question. Moving on to which, unfortunately, I did not know how long it would take to do this video. It's taking me 24 minutes. So I'm going to cut it in two. Because holy shit. Because I've got more questions to answer. And so from the brother of the person who answered these questions, which I could say the name. I won't pronounce it properly. So I'm not gonna put that in just by the way, even though I'm at the end of their questions. Does he have a pet kangaroo? Then they said, that's a stupid question. And then the brother said, just ask him. And was he ever bitten by a deadly spider? So, pet kangaroo, that's illegal. 2, I'm pretty damn sure that's illegal. Or at least you'd need a pet permit. But again, kangaroos would not be the best pets in the world, mostly because they can stop cars in their tracks. You know, if they were going up against a car, they can stop it in the tracks, because they have very powerful boxing ability. And yeah, I don't actually think pet kangaroos is a real thing. I'm looking it up. I'm actually looking it up. I'm Australian and I'm looking it up. Can you have a pet kangaroo? Right. Can you keep a kangaroo or koala as pets in Australia? Best answer, not legally. Only people with licensed as carers are allowed. And that's how you answer a question with Google. Yes, as I said before, it's illegal unless you're a caretaker or something like a zoo manager, whatever. So yeah. And the bitten by a spider, no! I've been bitten by a spider, but never a deadly one. Like garden spider type of thing. I have carried out a deadly spider, extremely deadly, one of the most deadly in Australia. I can't remember what it's called, but it was in high school, so like early high school. There was like this like really fucking huge spider, and if you know Australia, you know they're big. I can't remember, I think it's I know the names. Tarantula or Huntsman. I can't remember which one's which. One of them's in Australia. The one that's in Australia, it was climbing down the wall of a classroom. Girl shit herself, literally. Not necessarily literally. She screamed, pointed, and ran to the other side of the room. I was like, yeah, it's year 7, so I was probably about 13, maybe 14, something like that. And teacher got scared because it was behind her, and then the front 2 rows ran to the end of other side of the classroom, and I just got my book, shimmied it onto the book, walked out like a normal person, walked out, outside, ton of people staring at me because I got a fucking huntsman, I'm gonna call it huntsman, on my book, just like straddling there, because it's probably about it's probably about that big, honestly, about my hand size, really, so it'd be on my face like that, and I just walked out, put it in the garden, and just like let it go, and I walked away, and I walked back, and I'm like, really? You're still up against the wall? That's what I was thinking. I didn't say that. But they were all shocked that I did that. And yeah, that was probably, I've done that to a lot of other spiders, but that's the most dangerous one I've done to. And yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this reading your comics. That's all the comments for that one person. I've got other comments, from YouTube, which are basically, I've got a ton of people, actually, I'm not going to read out the right comments because I've got a ton of the same ones, basically. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so, the most basic comments I get, I either play games with me or whatever. These days, not necessarily. There is a big break coming up, but I will, if you want to, add me on Steam. It's Zama M. There's like 3 Zamas. It's pretty damn easy to see which one it is, and can't even see that. And Uncharted 4. And about basically multiplayer games, I'm getting back into CSGO, so if you have that, just add me on Steam, tell me that you're one of my subscribers, and I will probably add you. I've done that with a lot of other people, and it's basically a way to quickly talk to me if I'm playing a game, CSGO, just ask if you want to play, and I'll probably say yes, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm recording or whatever, I might not. Again, depending on what modes I'm playing and stuff like that. So yeah, the other basic questions is, what do you record with? Okay, so I record with Facecam. Is the 1080. It says on it. Says says Carl Zeiss Tessa HD 1080p. Yeah, probably cut out the video quality on that because you don't want to see up my nose. Yeah, and that's the webcam I'm using. It's Logitech thing. Apparently it's it is the most expensive webcam there is. I got it for $70, $70 to $90, can't remember which. Because I bought the speakers as well. Now it goes for $190 or over $150, so it's more expensive than this chair. Yeah, I got it when it was cheap back long ago. I record that with Movie Maker just because there's a webcam thing in Movie Maker and it's easy. I'm doing that. I'm looking at it right now. I can even put it on the other screen. Ta-da! Inception. And then I use, to record games, I use Fraps. If that doesn't work, I use Camtasia, which is my editing program. It's an extremely good editing program. It's practically as good as Sony Vegas. It's just a lot simpler. Trust me, it is a lot simpler. And probably goes for the same amount of money, actually. And yeah, so I can use that to record screen as well, and I'm probably going to change to XSplit to record games and stuff, just because Fraps has renowned, I think that's the word, or renowned for lagging the computer. Whoa, that's bright. Yeah, lagging the Fraps lags the computer more than it needs to, which is unfortunate, especially when you're recording indie games that haven't been optimized perfectly and that kind of crap. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. This this ending will probably be in the both videos. I'll make 2 videos, of course, of this, split it in half. So yeah, if you've got any questions, just ask, especially about being friends, wanting to play games with me and stuff like that. I'm not necessarily able to. I'm always doing stuff like either playing my own games, which is in my spare time, recording, or doing work, or training, or actually doing an actual job. No, not necessarily an actual job, but yeah, so, yeah, if you've got any questions, just ask. I'll answer them. I answer all comments mostly. If I can't answer it, I'll leave a like on it, just for, yeah. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're watching to the end of this, of course, remember there is a reading. No, I won't do another version of this, but for a while. But there is a live stream coming up on 13th of June. It's the Monday for me. It's this coming one. This should be up on the Saturday for me. 10 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, go and check that out, because that would be really cool for you to come and see me. Not necessarily see me, but see me live. And you can ask me questions, possibly be playing Cards Against Humanity. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Get ready to turn it off. Bye bye!